Hi, I'm Adam from blisssnowboards.co.uk. I'm just going to talk you through how to set up your new Union snowboard bindings. I'm going to be using the 2016 range of bindings, and I'm going to be using the ST to show you how to do this, but I'll show you how to do it for all kinds of Union bindings, so it will cover all models of 2016 bindings. The only thing we're going to need is a Phillips 3 screwdriver and also your snowboard boots as well. Okay, so first thing you want to do with your new bindings is to get the boot centered in the base plate of the binding. So pop your boot in, and we're looking for equal toe and heel overhang in the base area here, okay? So we don't want to be sitting all the way back over the heels or too far forward. Okay, so if you do need to adjust that to get those centered, if they're not centered straight out the box, we're going to adjust the heel cup here at the back. I'm going to just show you how to do that. So take your boot out, and we're just going to undo these screws at the back of the binding here at the heel cup. Just do that on both sides. Now the first point of difference is a lot of the bindings, like the ST here, that's all we have to do to release the heel cup, but with models like the Atlas and the T-Rice and the Force, they have an extra screw. Okay, so the extra screw on those is just located here, just underneath the ankle strap, so we'll need to undo both of these screws. Okay, so you can fully undo the straps, taking out the bolts. Okay, so once you've taken the ankle strap off, you can just remove the high back by just pulling it in like this. Just pop those out both sides. Okay, so this is what we're left with. You can see on here you've got 0, 1 and 3 as the different size adjusts. And this we can just slide in if we need to bring your toe forward. Okay, so if you've got too much heel overhang and you need to get your toes further forward, you bring that in. The other way around, obviously vice versa, you can adjust out. Okay, so I'm going to set these all the way in onto 0. So just slide those in like that. Okay, so at this stage, adjusting the heel cup, if we were to put our boot back in, we can then recheck the underneath to make sure that we've got a level amount of toe and heel overhang. If that's all looking good, then now is a good time to decide whether we want to rotate our high backs. So it's not something that everyone does, but if you have a fair amount of angle on your stance, then it can be more comfortable to have your high backs counter rotated. So this just shows you here the high back out of the box on the middle setting, and then we can also show you this binding here, which is set with the counter rotated high backs, and what that's doing is putting the high back in line with your heel edge rather than at an angle across your heel edge. Okay, so if you want to rotate your high back, instead of putting the inserts in the middle set of holes, you put those onto the outside ones here, opposite sides. Okay, and then that will sit in and your high back will be rotated. Okay, we pop the high back in to the binding. So once your high back is attached, then you simply reattach your ankle strap and slider like such. Okay, so with the strap back on, remember that if you have the bindings with the extra screw, okay, so remember to fasten that screw again as well, and just make sure everything's fully locked in. Okay, so now we've got your boot sitting centered on the base plate. The next thing to do is make sure that the straps are also centered. Okay, so pop your boot back in again. This time ratchet up. It's good to do ankle and toe. And then what we're looking for is getting the strap in the center of the boot. Okay, so if this is looking a little bit lopsided, like this one is, okay, and we're running out of teeth on this end of the ladder, then we just need to bring this strap round. Okay, so we do that with a tool-free adjustment at the side here. Just undo here. Okay, and then we can just slide in. I'm just going to slide in one notch and then fasten it again. When you're fastening these screws, make sure that you fully click. You'll feel it kind of get tough, click, and then go fully tight. Just make sure you get through that click. Check again that we're sitting nice and centered in the boot with lots of free teeth on this end of the ladder. Okay. On the ST, we have this dial to adjust the ankle strap. Okay. On other versions, so this is a Contact Pro, we have the new version of Quick Adjust. So that you just flip this lock and unscrew, and again when you come to fasten, screw it up and flick the lever in to lock. Now to adjust the toe strap, first of all union bindings have a multi-position toe strap, so you can wear them with the strap over the top of the boot as such, and you can also wear them with the toe strap around the front of the boot as such. I would always recommend wearing it around the front of the boot. It reduces the pressure on your toes and also helps draw your boot back into the binding as well. So definitely the best option if it fits your boot well. With adjusting the toe strap length, first thing to note is that you can adjust them here at the side. So there's a back position, push the strap out, pull it forward, and it goes up into the front position as well. So make sure that straps on both sides of your bindings are positioned in the same place, so that you get a nice consistent fit on both feet. If you need to adjust the strap here to center your boot, on the ST we just grab our screwdriver again and undo this screw. On versions featuring the new toe strap, we have a tool-free adjustment here as such. Just unscrew here to release and screw up to fasten. Okay, and when you're tight, just click in to lock the toe strap in place. Okay, so with our ankle strap centered, toe strap centered, and boot sitting nicely in the center of the binding, the last thing that we can adjust if we wish is the forward lean. To do this, we simply flip this lock. Okay, it releases the forward lean adjuster, and you can decide how much you want to angle the high back of your binding. So obviously the more angle you have, the more aggressive the binding is, and the more vertical it is, the more forgiving and playful it is. Okay, so that's our video on adjusting your union bindings to your snowboard boot. If you'd like some advice on how to mount them to your snowboard, then check out our other videos.